Hello in Amsterdam. Hey everyone, my name's Nick and I'm currently traveling around the world. In this video I'm heading to Amsterdam in the Netherlands to be one of the 20 million annual visitors. So for God's sakes, do not show this to my mother. I got off the train and discovered two things. Dutch is a freaking hard language to understand, let alone speak, but the people there are super friendly and helpful. I wonder why that is. Eventually, I found my way through the sprawling streets and did one of those free walking tours. The tour was well worth the tired legs, as you learn a lot of helpful things. Like how much a hookah costs and where to buy mushrooms from. Oh, and some history as well, about the birth of the stock market. Or whatever. Whilst it is free, it's recommended that you give a tip, which I was more than happy to do. I'll link the tour company in the description below for those interested. That night I went to check out the red light district, which for a guy from a small town in New Zealand was a real eye-opener. I can't believe how many of the ladies, and some gentlemen dressed as ladies, smiled and waved at me. I'm guessing it must be the accent. The colours of the lights represent what you're gonna find inside. Red are for girls, blue are for boys, and purple is for somewhere in between. For my last day in the City of Freedom, I went on a cycling tour out into the country to get a view of some of the reclaimed land. The tour also included a stop at a local cheese farm and traditional clog maker. Now this was an obvious tourist trap, but they had free samples of the cheese and didn't seem to notice that I circled back around about 4 different times. The parks in the lowlands were gorgeous and teeming with culture and life. You just have to try to forget the centuries of death caused by people who mined themselves below sea level and then went to war with the ocean. This meant building big walls of land to hold back the water that was constantly trying to flood their homes and drown them. Today, despite the rising sea levels, 60% of the population still live on this reclaimed land. Some final thoughts on Amsterdam. The red light district can get extremely busy, especially on a Saturday night, so mind your belongings. Also, you're not allowed to take photos of the girls, and if you're caught, you may have foreign liquids thrown at you. Amsterdam is known for cyclists, and they're everywhere, so at some point you're probably gonna get in someone's way. If you get yelled at, just smile and say thank you to them. There's really nothing they're gonna do. For those of you who don't know, you buy your weed at coffee shops, and in the city, they're everywhere. So if you find yourself in a place that makes you uncomfortable, just go somewhere else. Most are extremely relaxed settings, and the sellers are very helpful. So thanks for watching. That was my trip to Amsterdam. I'm next heading to Berlin in Germany to have a pint and soak up some history. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to see that. And if you haven't watched it yet, click here to see my trip to Paris.